8 exercises, really good for warming up thoracic spine, shoulders, back, core, hips, before you go out and play golf. Approximately a minute in each one for an 8-minute warm-up workout. Okay, so the first movement is in the box position. So we're coming down onto our hands and knees, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. And from here, just make sure the head is in line with your spine, your abdominals are engaged, you're pulling your belly button back towards your spine. And from here, take the left hand underneath the body, keeping the eye gaze on the hand all the time. Rotate as far as you can. And again, keep the eye gaze on the hand and open out that hand as wide as you can. So it's a rotational movement, nice stretch in through the spine, open out the chest. So use your breath. Inhale as you rotate under, exhale as you rotate out. And each time try and increase that range of movement, reaching under and opening out. Next stretch again is in this box position. We're going to go into the cat-cow stretch. So the same starting setup. We're going to start by inhaling, tucking your tailbone under, tucking the chin to the chest, and really lift that upper and middle back as high as you can and towards the ceiling. That's your cat. Then you reverse the pelvis, the movement of the pelvis. The tailbone comes out behind. Eye gaze comes up ahead. Open the chest and create a nice big arch in that lower back. Inhale up to cat. Tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin, reach as high as you can. Take a nice stretch into the back of the rib cage, into the spine. And then move into cows. We're opening the chest, shoulder blades come together, tailbone behind, and the eye gaze up ahead. And next movement, again, we're in this box position. A little bit deeper spinal rotation here. So we're going to take the fingertip behind the ears, elbows out wide of the body. And then we're going to rotate and bring the elbow in towards the forearm. And then bring the elbow out as wide as we can up towards the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale. So it's a little bit deeper stretch you're feeling through the spine. And a nice chest opener. So really reach as high as you can. Try to keep the pelvis perfectly still so the mobility is all coming through the spine. Okay, next movement is actually lying on our back. Nice to put maybe a folded towel underneath your head, just to keep your head in line with your spine. Just bring the heels in close to the glutes, arms by your sides. We're going to go into the bridge. So from here, engage the abdominals, make sure the abdominals feel strong. Start with a slight tilt to the pelvis so that you push the lower back into the mat. Inhale here, and as you exhale, start squeezing the glutes, pushing into the heels, and peeling the spine off the mat. Really slow and controlled. One vertebra at a time. Peel up. All the way till you come up to this ski slow position. If the hamstrings are working hard, glutes are working hard, chest is open. Inhale at the top. Slowly exhale as you return the spine back down to the mat. So it's upper back, middle back, lower back, and finally the pelvis comes to the mat. Release the pelvis. Inhale here. Exhale, imprint the spine, pushing into the heels, squeezing the glutes and hamstrings. We're slowly, slowly, slowly coming up into this ski slow position. Opening out the chest, squeeze the glutes and hamstrings. Exhale as you slowly return back down. So really nice articulation of the spine. That'll work on the abdominals, glutes, hamstrings. That's the bridge. Okay, next movement we're coming out onto our side. So we're going to lie down our side, head resting on that towel if you have it, or a low Pilates block. Knees are at 90 degrees, bent at 90 degrees. Two arms, one on top of the other. Okay, so from here, we're going to inhale here, and as you exhale, keeping the eye gaze on the top hand, we're going to open that top hand all the way up to the ceiling, and we're going to bring it around as far as we can behind us. If you can reach the floor, great. If not, you can lift the legs a tiny bit and try and see if you can get to the floor. Bringing the hand back. This is our open book. Nice and slow and controlled. So use one and inhale as you open. Nice open chest here. Exhale as you close. Inhale. So eye gaze stays with the hand all the time. Exhale. That's your open book. Next movement starts exactly the same position. This time we take that top hand and we bring it out in front of the lower hand, keeping the fingertips on the floor. Fingertips stay on the floor all the time as we circle up overhead. When you reach overhead, rotate the hand so the back of the hand now is on the floor. Keep that contact with the floor. If you need to lift the knees slightly, but keep the contact with the floor as you come around into that T position. Keep the circle going all the way around until you meet your leg, come up over the leg or hip, and return back to the hand again. So we keep working away with your breath, rotating, nice big circle. When you get to that T position, really feel that stretch, the chest opening. And return. And there are arm circles. Okay, next movement, we're using the Pilates band. This is a light TheraBand, Pilates TheraBand. You pick them up in all the sports stores. They're about €5, about a metre long. So first movement, we're going to take the TheraBand. Hands are a little bit shoulder height apart, maybe slightly wider, and it's not too taut, but not too loose, the band. And from here, we're going to bring the band overhead. Okay. Now, when you bring it up overhead, what I want you to notice is we're not flaring our rib cages. Okay, we're keeping that lower rib knitted down towards our hips. So when we bring the arm up overhead, the mobility is coming in through the shoulders rather than the spine. Okay, so tuck the tailbone under, engage the glutes, keep that rib, no movement in that lower rib, keep it knitted down towards your hip, and bring the arms up overhead. Okay, so from this position, we're just going to side bend. So we're coming along in one plane. We're not moving forward. We're keeping that nice plane, and we're just side bending to one side and then the other. So you should feel this work in your obliques. Nice stretch into the side, into those oblique muscles. So just lower to wherever you can get to. We're not bending forward or back, just bending to the side. And then to progress from further from that, we're going to side bend, hinge at the hips, come down a full 180-degree semicircle, and coming back up again, opposite direction. Side bend, rotate, and reach out as far as you can. And come back to standing. I'll do that one more time. Side bend, rotate, reach as far as you can, and come back up to standing. And last warm-up stretch, which is my favourite before you go out to play golf. You can do this with your golf club too, if you're just before you're about to take your first shot, if you've had no time to stretch, but I don't recommend that. So we're hinging at the hips, okay? So hinging at the hips, you can see my stance when I straight back, keeping the head in line with my spine. I'm not going to move my head this time with my hands. What I'm going to do is just bend the knees slightly and bring the two arms up as high as I can for a lovely rotation into the spine and all the way through to the core, and switch. So head stays down. Reaching up as high as you can, and this is a really lovely warm-up for the core. And also the spine.